This is my trooper run at High Desert Brutality 2024. First stage here is called Rush G. Start out with a pistol section. Get all the plates off the plate rack. The plate bottom is hard covered, so if you do let that thing stop, oh yeah, for targets to move on. If you let that plate stop on that Polish plate rack, you can't hit anymore. A few people got caught out by that. You have to jump over to those trip wires. There's a plate rack, another plate. You have a little malfunction there. Instead of a normal pistol, people running Trooper are allowed to use a holsterable PDW. And then another malfunction. First stage, the first day, 2 malfunctions. Runs flawlessly for the rest of the match. That start wasn't great. Now, after I get all these down, drop the mag, high value shot. Get to pull a code from that defuse kit. Oh yeah, that fabric holster not doing me any favors. But I've acquired my code, jumped over another tripwire, and then there's a bomb. You need to type in the code. If you type it in wrong, which is the reason to type it in wrong, you get much less time to finish defusing it. You are allowed to load your rifle before typing in the code. Boom, code going in.
9820.
Then you need to jump over a tripwire, get 2 hits, go back and pull the appropriate wire, which it will tell you after you get back there. Pull the wrong wire, it'll explode, and then you get a big penalty. 60 seconds.
Hit! Into the code.
On this stage, I'm going to end up 15th out of 29 Trooper, and a 66 out of 117 overall. And you end with clearing this little KYL through that barricade.
Hit!
Not too hard.
Hit! 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 Drop mag. Clear. Slide forward, hammer down.
Now, my second stage is stage 1, Sicario.
Shooter when ready, give me
Start out inside the car,
ready.
shooting several static steel inside the bay. Then I'll have to get out and engage some other static steel up on that hill from outside the car. This will repeat whenever you're shooting from inside the car, you're shooting the targets in the bay. When you're shooting from outside the car, you're shooting the targets up on the hill. For my Trooper run, I am running a 20-inch AR for a bit more velocity. It is a kind of heavy barrel with very deep fluting. I really like this rifle. It's really easy to hit long-range targets with. If a little bit heavier than my lightweight rifle that I normally run around with. I also have a 1 to 6 LPPO on there.
Driver's side.
So again, going a little bit the wrong way.
Outside targets.
I had to clear those targets on the hill again from outside on the driver's side of this van.
Hit!
Ultimately, on this stage, I'm going to end up 15th in Trooper and 48 overall.
Hit!
This is just not as good a position for me here. Bracing on the door, I was in built a better position for shooting from than I did over here. And you go into the minivan and shoot targets in the bay from inside the van. These are all pretty close. Pretty quick and easy. One of them is kind of small. Takes me a couple tries to get it, but still doesn't take that long. The only requirement for outside is that your feet are touching the ground. You can still be leaning against the car. I just shoot kneeling, which is, I think, a better position for me than where I was up against the hood of that van. Took me a bit of time. Not too bad. Those targets are out
Outside target.
200 something, 250. Then you clear the targets up there again, off the trunk. I deploy my bipods that are still in the trunk, and this makes it much, much easier. And then clear them again from the hood. And once you do that, you get to spin the pistol spinner. Yeah, see those 3 targets up there? Do a proactive reload, so I have a full mag for the pistol spinner. I say pistol spinner? Rifle spinner. Rifle spinner. I'm doing this for rifle. No pistol on this stage. And I'm having a good time with the spinner on this run through. Getting a lot of double taps in there. And over. Now this stage, stage 2, selling past, ambushing a convoy. I start out with hitting a target in the front, and then in the back of the convoy to stop the convoy. Then go after the reinforcements. Some at the very far back of that road at the end of the bay, a couple pretty small squares at about 200-ish yards. I find these to actually be more difficult, the ones farther up the hill, because relatively they're actually smaller. And you need 2 hits on each of them. You only need 1 hit on each of the targets farther up the hill. Even though they're farther away, they're bigger, and you only need 1 hit each. And I still think I'm not great at getting in a good, stable position off the barricade. This would have been really easy for me, just shooting off a bipod, but you had to shoot off the barricade. And there's a target 300 yards up there.
A palpable hit. Come on now.
And far up on the left, there's another square. It's a 400-yard target.
Bonus.
And I attempt a 650-yard target way at the top of the hill that you really can't even see in the video, and I don't get it. You're only allowed 3 shots on that guy.
Alright, that's 3.
Then you drop mag, hit that mini IPSC there for a high-value clearing shot.
Oh.
And I get that. Penalty if you don't get that.
Advance.
Ultimately on this stage, I'm going to be 13 and it's 60 overall. Now you get to come down here, do a bunch of pistol shooting. Rifle is slung, pull out my PDW, Glock on a stick.
2 hits each. 3 targets.
Kind of cheating, but if a discount accessory for a Glock makes it better than a $2,000 pistol,
1, 2, safely
you know,
into the bus.
gotta say, this seems like a better move. It fits in a holster, which is the requirement for PDWs in Trooper. Inside the bus, you're hitting the same static steel you got through the car before.
2.
So easy.
Nice.
I would have struggled a lot more
There you go.
shooting a pistol normally, because I kind of suck at that.
A little warm?
Yeah, the muzzle device is bumping into my hand, which was unpleasant.
Nice. Good time for a reload. Huh?
Yep, I needed 1 more hit and had to reload. Then I could finish that Texas Star.
Yeah. There you go.
And then spin the spinner. You're allowed to get 12 hits to clear it. But if you spin it, there's a bonus.
4, 5, 6.
And I don't do that great
Keep going.
on pistol spinners with a pistol. PDW,
200 yards.
cheating, which is, you know, how to win, right? And you switch back to the rifle after clearing the pistol.
Send it home. Let's go.
And
2 windows.
hit those 200-yard targets again. Though you're a bit closer now.
Hit. One. Last one. Come on. There you go. All right. With the bonus. Let's go.
Clear.
This is stage 3, over the top. Starting out, there's a couple little poppers down there at, I think, either 50 or 100 yards. Shooting brace off a bipod. I think I took longer on that than I should have, but not that long. Get 2 hits on each of them, sweeping back and forth. Then run to the tank trap. You're not required to shoot off the tank trap. Just be up against the tank trap. Shooting off bipod makes this a lot easier. And you have static steel at 200. Another at just past 200. Another at 300. And one at 400. Right at the very top of that road up there. Can't really see that much on the video, but you might be able to see some puffs of dirt and stuff from some of these rounds up there. But that 400 right at the very end of that visible road.
Right.
Low. Hit. You go.
I end up.
Yeah. Next picture.
Overall. This is repeating the same engagement 4 times. Twice next to a tank trap, once off that doghouse, and once off the stairs.
Little high. Hit.
I'm getting in the rhythm of it and getting my hits a lot faster. Well, a little faster.
Last target.
And I need to reload before the last one. I did not do my proactive reload, which probably might have been a good idea. But I thought I'd had enough ammo. Had I gotten that target faster, I would have.
Hit. Doghouse.
Just plop the bipod just over the top of the doghouse. This is an easy shooting position, and not one I struggle with.
Nice.
We're getting a bit closer, so the target's a lot easier to see now.
Hit.
You don't have to stand at the top of the stair. As long as you aren't on the ground at all, it's a legal shooting position. So, yeah, shoot prone partially up the stairs. Easy. 50 yards closer. Maybe 100 yards closer? I don't know. I didn't measure it.
Last target.
Clean it up. There you go.
17731. Shooter drop max. Show clear. Nice.
Stage 4 transmission. Start off the roof prop. Those are like KYLs with holes in them. They're just acting as hard cover for some falling steel behind them. Which I would have struggled with this shooting a pistol. EW, easy. You run into this trench. 2 hits on that static steel. There's a tiny hole in this barricade. Another static steel back behind that. 2 hits on that. Repeat at the next barricade. Then you have a drop mag and another high value target.
One shot from behind the line.
Again, you have to holster, and running the fabric holster is down. Wasting time. That's like 4 seconds there. I would have been at least one other place up in the rankings without that holster. Down here, grab all the transmitter parts. You need an antenna, you need a power cord, and you need a battery. You got to send the signal. On this stage, I'm going to be 13 and people. Easy shooting on the stage. A lot of cool sets and props and a bunch of running around and doing stuff. So you get here, plug in the antenna, hook up the battery, plug it into the radio, flip the switch, then run back across and spin the transmitter around. Yeah. Excellent props, Lead Cloud. You grab your rifle, and there's 3 more targets in here. Little ones for 1 hit, a bigger one at the back there that requires 2 hits from 3 different shooting positions. Pretty straightforward. But, you know, we got the aesthetic on this stage. Love the Wastelanders.
1, 2. Good. Over the drum.
This stage is in a shoot house.
All right.
Camera operators aren't allowed to follow you in, so I'm wearing it.
Ready.
It's called Whistleblower.
Stand by.
Start out with pistol. There is a hostage target. Don't shoot the hostage, that's a penalty. Got him. And run through the maze. They do give you directions so you don't get lost. They don't play tricks on you at Brutality matches generally. 2 hits on each of these static steel. And there's a double plate rack where 1 set of plates are the ones you have to hit, and the other set is no shoots. There are penalties if you hit them. And once again, easy peasy with the PDW. I'm going slow because I don't want any of those no-shoot penalties. Drop the mag. Execute the cyborg. Pick up a kettlebell. Once again, wasting a bunch of time holstering that. Run to the chopper, which is a wobbly bridge prop. Put the kettlebell on it with you. You must not drop the cyborg skull kettlebell. And then you have a couple little static steel down there. You need to get 2 hits on each, going back and forth, no double taps. And then there's a spinner.
That one's not loaded. Alright, Popper's first.
I'm going to end up 13th in Trooper and 59th overall on this stage. This spinner is not a bonus. There's no way to clear it. You have to spin it or par out and get a 60-second penalty. You're allowed to brace on the railing, but you are still sitting your butt or kneeling on, in my case, the wobbly bridge, which, you know, adds a little extra challenge. The spinner's only like 65 yards away, so not an extreme challenge. And I get it.
Slow down, you're shooting high.
And some double taps in there. This rifle doesn't move very much when you shoot. Good for double taps. You can maintain sight picture even zoomed in.
One more good hit. And over! Locked on open on an empty chamber. Hell yeah.
This is my last stage, stage 6. Circle the wagons. And defending a location here. Start out with a rifle. 2 hits on each of these static steel. And then go back all the way across, getting 2 hits on each of them again. And you're allowed to use any port you want. Not all the targets can be hit from any port, but if you really push it to the edge of clearing the edges of those bays, you can get all of them except that last one from this far left port. So it's a little bit awkward on a target to the far left. After these rifle targets, done with rifle for this stage. Now what you do get is a stage gun. There is a lever gun.
5 shots in the plate rack.
It is loaded with 5 shots. You attempt to get as many hits as you can on the plate rack. You are allowed to finish it off with your pistol afterwards. Now, if this was actually using a pistol, I'd be super concentrating on this lever gun, so I'd have a much higher chance of getting a hit with it than with the pistol. Or at least I could probably do it faster, doing it carefully with those 5 shots I get. But the PDW is a lot easier. Those few misses on those poppers notwithstanding. But, you know, those plates go in fast with the PDW. And you run all the way across. Over here, there's a spinner. You're not supposed to spin it. There's a little popper behind it. You're supposed to, I think, intended for you to hit the spinner to move out of the way, hit the popper. But the bottom of the popper is just visible. You can just shoot it. So, that design, that feature might need a little work. This is the sewer lever. Sewer level all over again. Where you have to get 2 hits. Anytime you get any misses, you have to go back. No misses. Easy. I'm 17th in Trooper. 57 overall here. Now, overall the match, I am 14th in Trooper. And 43 overall. Consistent. Finished every stage under par. No penalties. Got all the bonuses except for the extreme long range bonuses.
For me.
Yeah,
POV.
filling.
Okay.
Like,
I don't get any money.
right up here.
These guys did sponsor the
There you
match.
Right there. Here we go.
And, yeah, free hydration powder.
I'm just gonna leave that there.
Tastes pretty good.
Y'all can do
And,
it.
you know,
Sponsor
it was hot.
shots.
I was sweaty. And this amused me.
Bam. Man, this is like a totally appropriate sponsor type thing.
Yeah.
That actually one does it better
And as a
than I thought
bonus,
it
it actually tastes good.
Shower if you really want.
A lot of
Oh,
these
you are
products don't.
shilling so hard. Shill harder.
I mean,
As a reminder to everyone, since you're on this side,
Over here.
Clubhouse does have potable water. That sign lied. They fixed the issue.
Oh, it's so good.
But it's very simple.
Which one, that flavor?
Hydrate.
We can stop now.
okay. I mean, it actually tastes like watermelon, though. It doesn't just taste like red.
I am.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Except this is fruit punch flavored,
Oh.
not the watermelon.
Well, the watermelon was good, too.